Hello folks, Dan of Shizzle here. Let's have a quick drink, 1 second. That's better. Right, what we're going to be looking at now is we're going to be looking at this, which is the iTaste VV version 3 by Anakin. This is a variable voltage, variable wattage device. I'm just trying to find out the mAh of this battery, and I can't seem to see it anywhere. Anyway, voltage it's a variable voltage, variable wattage device. Voltage can be adjusted from 3.3 to 5 volts in 0.1 volt increments. Wattage can be adjusted from 6 watts to 11 watts in 0.5 watt increments, and it does have a resistance checker. Right, let's get in the close up and we'll have a look-see doody and show you how to fill up your iTaste 16s, show you how to put it on charge, show you how to turn it on and off, and show you its menu systems. See you in a second. Right, we are back, and we are back in the Alienware. That's where we want our focus. Here's our box. It's the front, and here's the back. It tells you everything that this can do. So what we have a puff counter, we have short circuit atomizer protection, we have over discharge protection, we have LED battery indicator, superior battery life, myriad compatible, on off battery switch, 10-second cut off, pass through and settings retention. And it says warning, this product is not best for any persons under 18 or older, blah blah blah. This product is not intended for use by Alright, I got it, never mind. I'm trying to read upside down and it doesn't quite work. Alright, so here's our box. Inside our box you are going to get this. This is your iTaste MVP. No, it isn't. It's your iTaste VV 3.0. Inside this box here is your USB cable, which is this little doodah here. Now it's the same connection as you might find on your phone, so, and again it's a good quality lead. It's a good quality lead. The only thing I don't like about it is this whole retractability, but they've done that because it is a pass-through. So, and you can extend and vape, which is something we are going to be doing because I've drained the battery of the VV 3.0. Right, and inside here is 5 iClear 16s, which all come individually wrapped like this. So yeah, so what the first thing I would always do when opening any sort of new mod is putting it on charge. So here's your iTaste VV, here's your charger, and here's your charger port. Now you can see your charger port has a fat end and a thin, a fat side and a thin side, sorry. So you want to match that up with your USB, which has a fat and a thin side. So that is matched up like that. So you just want to stick that in. Now when you stick your iTaste VV on charge, I'll show you that again, it will flash to let you know that you are charging. So that's good, I like that. Right, so now it's on charge, I'll show you its menu system. Right, so pressing this button will give you a puff counter, and it will bring up your power to be adjusted. Now unlike the MVP, you can use up and down buttons, so yeah, that's a good feature. So right, what are we on at the moment? We want to put this on 8 watts. Now to change from wattage to volt, I'm going to have to try and remember how to do this now. I think you press the minus button and then you press this. There you go, did you see that? Or I'm going to have to turn the exposure down a little so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right, turn off auto exposure. Turn it down. Right. So to change from power to wattage, what you're going to do is you're going to hold one of these buttons and you're going to hold the power button. Hold them together and it should change. Okay, maybe not. Try the plus button. So press that, hold them, and it should change to power. There we go. Did you see that? And that was it. That was how you do it. A double press of the buttons will bring up your atomizer's resistance. I don't have an atomizer on there, but we can soon change that. Right, here's our iTaste 16. So to use our iTaste 16 on our VV3, all we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to screw it on. Not too tightly, just finger tight like that. That's it. Then we can check our resistance, which was coming up as 5.4 ohms. That can't be right. So it's still coming up as 4 ohms. So it's firing though, but I don't think 4 ohms is right. It should be around 2.6. What's the This is a 2.1 ohm head and it's shown up as 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another iTaste 16 I'm still going to show you how to fill one, but this one has already been filled and it has been in use. So yeah, so there is something clearly wrong with that with the iTaste 16 that I had on there, because this one is reading as exactly what it should be, 2.1 ohms. This is reading as 2. That's about right. I'm happy with that. So I'll show you how to fill on that other iTaste 16, but I don't think we'll be using it. Right, so just drop everything, Danny. Yes, that's alright. So right, here is our iTaste 16. Just going to put this back on so I can show you how to do everything. Alright, so we want to lose this because that's useless. That's just protection. Alright, so we can turn this exposure back up now. If it lets me. No, it won't let me. Here we are. Alright, so we're right there. We want to change this focus to about there. There we go. Right, so here's our iTaste 16. This top section here unscrews like so, and then if you notice here, there's a line, this top line right here, and it says 1.6 milliliters. So that's how much this atomizer is going to hold. You don't want to be going over that because you risk flooding. Right, I've got some e-liquid here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the e-liquid and I'm going to drip it down the side of the atomizer chamber, being careful not to get any juice inside that center tube, because if you do that you will end up with juice in your mouth and it does not taste that pleasant when you eat it. It tastes much nicer when you vape it. So that's about 1.6. Yep, there we go. We are at 1.6 milliliters. So we want to screw our top back on. There's a rubber O-ring inside, so when you're pushing you're going to feel a little bit of resistance. Just push it all the way in, screw your top back up, and you're ready to go. What I would suggest is, if you are just filling this up fresh, let it sit for 10 minutes. And how I would let it sit is I would rest it upside down just for like two minutes. What that will do is it will give the wicks a chance to soak all the way through, and you won't get any dry hits then because it will be wicked. The design of this atomizer, you might be tipping a little bit, but I've not found that to be too much of an issue on the iTaste 16, to be honest. Right, so we'll screw this onto our atomizer, our device, sorry, and we'll press both our buttons, and it's still coming up as 4 ohms, but it's still firing. So what left do I have to show you? I can show you around the device a little. Right, so we do have 3 click on and 3 click off. Right, so 1, 2, 3, and you get the Anakin light show. 1, 2, 3, and a double flash will tell you it's turned off. Right, so we do have a 510 and Ego threaded connection, so yeah, myriad compatible again. I always try and stick to smaller atomizers on this because it looks more sleek, it looks more streamlined. Over the version 2 and the version 1, I am so happy to see all of these little silver dots. Now they might not mean a lot, but I had the iTaste VV version 1 and it didn't have any of these dots, only I think one on the very bottom. What them dots do, they are rivets, so they are making your device much stronger. We do have either a China export or a CE mark, and it's telling you not to put this in a bin because you're supposed to dispose of batteries properly, and we do have a logo right there. So yeah, I think that's about it. We do have a mirror finish on our screen, so if you wanted to do your lipstick or your eye makeup, it's not like I do that very often, but when I do, I use my iTaste. Right, anyway, sorry, let's get back to the review. Yeah, we do have a little fire emblem, or a little iTaste emblem on the button. Nice touch. Yeah, it's a decent 510 connection, this. I've not had any problems getting any atomizers to work, from Ego threaded atomizers right up to 510 rebuildables. Everything seems to work on this device. Right, I'm gonna come back up to me, we'll have a vape, and I'll tell you where it's available and what you can expect from your new iTaste VV version 3. Just adjust my pink hat. Right, so iTaste VV version 3 atomizer, just finger tight, just enough to feel the resistance and stop. Then we check our atomizer. This one's at 2 ohms. I'm not sure what's happening with that other one, sitting at 4 ohms. Yeah, it's still sitting at 4 ohms, but I'm going to try and use it anyway. What setting are we at? We're at 8 watts, or 8p, P8, which is 8 watts. No. Right, so we go back to the other iClear 16. Oh, that is just something that happens occasionally. Sometimes you will get 10 clearamizers, you will go through 9 and they will be fine. But when you get to that last one, it could be a dud. So always be prepared, always have something just in case something goes wrong. Right, iClear 16. It's performing excellently. The iClear 16s I do like a lot, just for ease of use more than anything. I know that if I put an iClear 16 on top of this VV3, it is going to perform well. I know I'm going to get good vapor. Like so. And I know that if I'm going out for a couple of hours, I know I've got enough battery life. Right. The other feature of this iTaste VV version 3 is this. This is currently plugged into my laptop. So what I can do is I can plug this in like that. I'll get the light show to tell me it's charging, and then I can still vape on. Now this is never far away from my laptop, for the main reason being I can stick anything on this and I know I don't have to worry about having a battery charged because it is always connected. So that is an excellent feature of this device. One that I use quite a bit. So the iTaste V3 version 3. For me personally, that is about 3 or 4 steps above an ego twist. We've got resistance checking, we've got a better visual way of changing your changing your wattage or your power, and it does look better than an ego twist. Some people are telling me that the iTaste VV version 3 is a bit womanly. I totally disagree with that. I just think it is sleek. To me, Inokin are like the Apple of the e-cigarette world, where everything they design is similar looking. They've got different ranges, you understand, like the 134 and the VTR, they're a different range. Everything in this sort of VV range is similar looking. The iTaste VV looks similar to the MVP, and indeed the iTaste and the MVP look similar to this, which is going to get in its review soon. This is 2 seconds there. That is the Inokin EP. So put all those together and it's like a family. They look similar, and it is that design which brings people in. It is Inokin's. If you look at an Inokin device, you know it is an Inokin device. Right, that went on for a bit too long. Went on longer than I thought it was going. Right, so the iTaste VV, to me, I recommend that over an ego twist. Not just because of looks, but because it performs a bit better than an ego twist, in my opinion. But I digress. The iTaste VV version 3 is an exceptional device. It is rated highly among even my mods. I still rate that very highly because of that pass-through feature, because it is Myriad compatible, and because I can still check the resistance of all my stuff. So, would I buy one? Yes. Am I going to buy another one? Hell yes. I want 2 of those. I want one for each laptop. So, right, iTaste VV version 3 is an exceptional device. If you are looking for your first step into VW and VV, I don't see how you can go much better. I've been Dan for Shizzle. I'll see you in the next one.